Have you ever left a conversation feeling guilty, even though nobody insulted you, nobody yelled, and nobody disagreed with you? Yet you walked away apologizing, second-guessing yourself, and wondering, what did I do wrong? That feeling may have been created on purpose. The most manipulative people rarely control others through force. They control people through uncertainty. Once you see it, you will notice it at work, in relationships, in friendships, and in families. The silent habit highly manipulative people hope you never notice is this: they never give you enough information to feel certain. Instead, they leave gaps, and they let your mind torture itself filling them. Most people think manipulation looks obvious: a lie, a threat, or a guilt trip. But skilled manipulators know something most people do not. Human beings are uncomfortable with uncertainty. Our brains are prediction machines. We desperately want answers, meaning, and closure. So when someone gives us incomplete information, our minds immediately begin searching for what is missing. And that is exactly where manipulation begins. The moment you start guessing, the manipulator starts controlling the game. Every empty space in the story becomes a lever they can pull. So how do you spot it? Watch for vague answers, unfinished sentences, silent treatment, and mixed signals. Each one leaves a gap. Each gap invites your mind to fill in the worst. The way out is simple. Ask direct questions, request specifics, and refuse to fill the silence. When you demand clarity, the manipulator loses the lever, and you take your certainty back. Manipulation begins the moment you start guessing. Your partner suddenly becomes distant. You ask, "Is something wrong?" They answer, "No," but their behavior says the opposite. Now you are trapped between their words and their actions. You ask again. They sigh. They roll their eyes. They say, "Forget it." Now your brain has a problem to solve, and for the next several hours, you become emotionally occupied by something they refuse to explain. Notice what just happened. The conversation ended, but the manipulation did not. It moved into your mind. And that is where it becomes powerful. Why ambiguity is so effective? Psychologist George Simon spent decades studying covert manipulation. He noticed something fascinating. Manipulative people rarely attack directly. Direct attacks create resistance. Confusion creates compliance. A person who openly insults you reveals their intentions. A person who constantly leaves you guessing hides them. One creates conflict. The other creates dependence. Because uncertainty makes people seek guidance, and the manipulator becomes the only source of certainty available. This is why some people constantly use phrases like, "You are too sensitive." "I never said that." "That is not what I meant." Everyone thinks that. Forget it. Notice the pattern. Each phrase creates doubt, denies reality, or shuts down the conversation. Together, they keep you guessing. And guessing is exactly where manipulation lives. Two people stand in front of you. The open insulter shows their intentions clearly. The constant guesser hides them. One creates conflict. The other creates dependence. Because uncertainty makes people seek guidance. The manipulator becomes the only source of certainty available. When someone controls the fog, they control the compass. You stop trusting yourself and start looking to them for every answer. Watch for these phrases. "You're too sensitive." "I never said that." "That's not what I meant." Everyone thinks that. Forget it. They are not communicating. They are creating fog. Just enough fog that you can never prove what happened. but enough confusion that you keep questioning yourself. Slowly, the manipulator no longer needs to control your behavior. You start controlling yourself. Imagine a woman named Sarah. She starts a new job. Her manager seems friendly, professional, and supportive. But something feels off from the very first week. Whenever Sarah shares an idea, his response is one word: interesting. Nothing more, no explanation, no feedback, just one vague word hanging in the air. When she submits work, his reply is, "We should talk." Again, no details, no context, no clarity. The message hangs, waiting to be filled with her worst fears. At first, Sarah ignores it, but over time, something changes. She prepares for conversations that never happened. She defends against criticisms nobody made. She worries about mistakes she cannot name. The fog has done its work. At first, Sarah ignores it, but over time, she starts preparing for conversations that haven't happened, defending herself against criticisms nobody has made, worrying about mistakes she doesn't know exist. Weeks later, her confidence drops. Months later, she seeks constant reassurance. Not because anyone openly attacked her, because uncertainty slowly replaced certainty. And uncertainty is exhausting. Here's the irony. Manipulators rarely target selfish people. They often target empathetic people, conscientious people, thoughtful people, because caring people naturally look inward. When something feels wrong, they ask, "Did I misunderstand? Was I unfair? Am I overreacting?" Manipulators exploit this trait. Every unanswered question becomes self-doubt. Every vague comment becomes a mental investigation. Eventually, the victim spends more energy analyzing themselves than analyzing the manipulator. That's the real trap. There's one question manipulators hate. A simple question, but it destroys the entire strategy. What exactly do you mean? Not, "What did I do wrong?" Not, "Are you upset?" Not, "I'm sorry." Instead, "What exactly do you mean?" Clarity forces accountability. Healthy people clarify. Manipulative people become uncomfortable. They dodge, deflect, change the subject, or accuse you of overthinking. Because ambiguity is their advantage. Clarity removes it. The next time someone leaves you feeling confused, guilty, or drained, don't ask, "What did I do wrong?" Ask, "What information am I missing?" Because manipulation begins the moment you start filling in blanks that someone else intentionally left empty.